There is no Earth atmosphere or Earth air on Mars. Gravity is much different. There are no Earth trees or plants that exist on Mars, and the climate is nothing like it is here on Earth. It's a mostly very cold, dead planet without life and without natural human resources. You would also need to wear a special spacesuit outside all the time with constant confinement, never to actually touch the natural landscape or another person on their skin while being outdoors. The experts say it would take approximately 6 to 10 months with current rocket ship technology to travel from Earth to Mars, and a person could only take that trip once every 2 years because of space and time travel challenges. What if that spaceship broke down and had engine problems? You couldn't just pull off to the side of the road or go to a shop and repair it? That's a long time to be in a single spaceship with other people going through deeper space. Plus, what if you got sick during the fight? What if you needed hospitalization while on the spaceship for many months, or once you got to Mars? What would happen to you then? Finally, what if you got to Mars and then could not handle it? You might need to wait about 2 years to come back to Earth because of the way that kind of travel needs to happen, assuming you can get back to Earth at all. Even if you could safely get to Mars in the first place, there is still that important issue of a constant supply of running water, especially the type of water the human body's designed for. Not just any water, but the water that our bodies need to live, and a continuous source for it. But Mars has no liquid water or fresh-growing trees. So as of now, any long-term future on Mars is impossible without there actually being a way to source natural, clean, constant drinkable water and air that never runs out and is easily accessible for human beings. There's a point at which we have to face reality, and that reality is our planet Earth is the only planet that human beings can naturally and successfully live on and exist outdoors, breathing in the fresh air and having the proper amount of gravity to walk, sit, and stand. It will not be like Star Trek or Star Wars science fiction, where those characters could breathe, move, and exist on foreign planets without any problem. I mentioned earlier that space was not the final frontier. If space is not the final frontier, or even a frontier at all, then what is? The answer to that question is death. Your death, my death, and everyone else's death when we die one day. Death and what comes next is the ultimate final frontier. When you die, then you will no longer be a part of time and will instead be time traveling, so to speak. But your travels will be permanent, and that time travel will surpass time as we know it and take you into the outer reaches of eternity that will never stop. There will be no more time for you, literally. It's difficult to imagine, but you will be dead longer than the Earth has been here, longer than our solar system has been here, and longer than time has been here, never to return to this life. It will be like traveling at the speed of light in a spaceship to the ends of our universe, but never getting there. Time is finite, but eternity is infinite. Think about that, and you'll realize the lifetime you have now is but a short pulse of light, shining for a moment in a beautiful forest, and then never to be seen here again. You might think you are here for a long time, but you are not. Time without end, which is called eternity, surpasses all that has come before us and will come after us. You and I will not escape it and cannot get out of it. Maybe you don't think about it because it is such a frightening and serious subject, the end of your life as you know it. This may be true, but if you weren't here, the world would still have gone on without you, although maybe in a slightly different way. Regardless, you are just here among the billions of people who exist on this planet, and then one day you'll be gone from this one mortal life. Maybe you are a religious person and believe in an eternal afterlife, and think you are doing all the right things to get there. You do all the rituals and say all the right things, dress in all the proper religious clothing, eat all the correct foods, and you think you are a good person. Perhaps you have hope that all the good things you have done will get you to a beautiful eternal afterlife once you are dead and buried. But yet there are many religions who have different ways of looking at death and what they would need to do to get to the ultimate place in a forever afterlife. Most religions say they get their truth from their God or some other controlling force. But if that God cannot lie as those religions would believe, and there really is only one God and or creator force over everything, then there can only be one true God and one true religion. It's just simple math because every religion and their God is different from each other. If God cannot lie, but yet gives out different and opposing revelations or interpretations according to their followers, then there is either no God because they are all wrong, or there is just one true God and one religion. Nothing else makes sense. Did you know that as human beings, we are the only species on this planet which can contemplate the end of our lives, death? This has gone on for thousands of years. It is this awareness and ability to contemplate and think about these things which helps to set us apart from all other creatures here on Earth. It is one of the most important things that makes us unique, and yet we're able to do something about it in this life that will affect our entire eternity. Death is not necessarily the end, but it is without a doubt the beginning of your never-ending reality, your final frontier beyond space and time. You need to find the one and only truth now before it is too late. Otherwise, when you pass from this life, you will instead go into eternal darkness and loneliness with no more colors, no more light, and no more beauty forever. Which way do you want it? More colors, more light, and continued beauty and happiness, or a dark pit of separation and loneliness forever? The choice is yours, and you need to think about it now before it's too late. Ask me how to get this one and only eternal truth that will set you free before your earthly journey is over. It's the only thing that really matters.